Welcome to Power Play. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel. Show some support. I appreciate it. I thank you. I love you for that. Let's get to the action. Welcome back, baby. On that journey again. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
No mercy. My mark. Great. Today's a good day.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it is gone.
Yeah.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed.
Let's go.
And here is the late
Let's
stages
go.
day and the lead.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
It's caught. Smith. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Another 3 and out.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And what a great journey for this young man from USC to Ole Miss, which totally fit his game. Nice arm, excellent runner, and he got better each and every year for the Rebels. The Giants obviously believed in him. They traded back into the 1st round to pick him up. They know they have their quarterback for the future. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Nike 18, alert! Alert!
Play fake, and here's Dart. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His 1st catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
16 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the Giants' 46.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's go.
Tracy's going to get it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw now, Dart. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Dart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
To throw is Dart. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
19-yard line.
2nd and 5. Throwing his dart. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the give, it's Tracy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Eagles 3. Jude McAtemney set to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They go play action with Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Olszewski now to return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready, set.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go.
Play action now. Dart. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Tracy. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Dart. Touchdown, Giants.
Let's go!
Rondale Robinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson.
Jude McAtamney set to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Good, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Good, set. Hey, let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Hurts to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 56 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll go again with Tracy. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 61 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, and here's Dart. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the run is Tracy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. 19, check go.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Shot alert, shot alert.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown.
Let's get it.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming.
On 40 extra points.
And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Great. 180.
Throwing is Hurts. And the giant rush gets
Get that nigga!
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It's second down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Ready up.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Tracy. And brought down, but not before reaching 78 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He connects with Hyatt. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw now, Dart. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Yeah, man.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. And he delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw right side complete to Dodson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
Going right back to Dodson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 31-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got Granson as tight end. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To throw is Dart. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
43-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Okay, break.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, Shaq.
Dart. Oh, that is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
On the ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Now Dart. That is caught. And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win
Let's
the
go.
game. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ready, ready.
Throwing, Dart. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he returns this to the 22. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Set. 70 Timberwolf.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
It's over. I should think they did the first time.
With no timeouts remaining, though, now, this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball.
Let's go. That's how you win a game.
Exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. All the love you guys are showing. Without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But I also like you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And without that, it would be no channel, baby. Thanks for the support. And like always, stay tuned for more.